Hello everybody, welcome to Grave Mobile Gaming. This is Grave. Today we're playing some more WarPath. This game has been out for a little over a month now, and I still absolutely love this game. I play it every day. I'm on server 2. I think I'm ranked 20 something power. I don't know. 24. This game just keeps getting better and better. It's newer, so they keep adding more stuff, and there's just so much to do. You can play all day, you can play for an hour. I mean, it's not one of those games where you play for 10 minutes and you're done. There's constantly stuff you can do, which is great. But I figured today I wanted to talk about helping with campaign mode. Um, I know a lot of people struggle with it for some reason, but there's a trick to it, and I'm going to show you all. First thing you want to do is you want to have at least one good infantry unit. So my strongest unit is my infantry unit. It's a 6.1 star Thompson machine gun squad. 131k power. So you just want to make sure that you train them and have the best parts that you can afford to put on there. So pretty much when you're using your infantry, you have the option to go into fortified mode. And during the campaign, there is a lot of tank destroyers, heavy tanks, and super heavy tanks. You don't want your tanks to take that fire. So I will show you how to draw all the enemies towards your infantry, whether it's a tank destroyer, heavy, medium, light tank. The only thing you don't want to do this with is other infantry and artillery. Send your tanks in first for that, wipe them out. But I will show you all real quick what I'm talking about. I wish I could go back and redo some of the earlier missions, because a lot of them are like garrison and, uh, protecting convoy missions, and they're quite difficult early on. However, after you get past the second chapter, it's all the same. It's just destroying troops. I guess they were doing it pretty quickly, so they didn't have time to add a bunch of different missions. So what I'm doing is I'm using my infantry against tanks. Tank destroyers, heavies, super heavies, even medium and lights. But your tank destroyers are going to wipe out your heavy tanks and your other light tanks and your artillery super quick. So what I do is I draw them in, I activate my bunker. Sometimes it glitches out like that. And then I'll send in my tanks to attack. All of the tank destroyers are focused on my infantry, which are fortified, so I'm taking very little damage. The heroes I have in place also heal my troops as well, so they take very, very little damage. And then my tanks and my artillery and my tank destroyers just come through and destroy everything. Once you're done with that single attack, bring your troops out, send them back down to the next little target area. These missions are timed, but I haven't really had an issue with that. I always do auto attack so that when they're done attacking one unit, they'll move on to the next one. So you can still see I've only lost one infantry unit. They're still focused all on, well, except for that one. No, they're okay. Everybody's focused on my bunker, my fortified units, and then my tanks and tank destroyers and artillery are just running through them all. I have very little trouble doing any campaign mission. Most of them, once you get to a certain level, you'll have to wait till you level up to do the next set of missions, which kind of sucks. I wish you could just go through it all. I don't know if it's because my power is so high that it's easy for me, or if it's because of the tactic that I do, but doing it this way severely reduces damage to any of my tanks. I don't think I've lost a tank in the last 3 chapters of the campaign doing this tactic. You don't really need to do it when you're doing it against medium tanks like so, or light tanks. But I would strongly advise doing this against heavies, super heavies, and tank destroyers, because they will destroy your armor very quickly, because there's so many more of them. So you don't want to send them in first. Always send your infantry in first, activate the bunker, Send your tanks back. Take them out of the bunker. Move your troops forward. As soon as they start moving towards you, hit activate bunker. Auto attack your tanks. They'll come rolling in. They'll destroy everything and repeat. As you see here, this is infantry. The only thing that really doesn't work against bunkers is other infantry and artillery. Mostly artillery. They'll survive a little bit longer against infantry than they will artillery, but they'll die very quickly. So you can send your tanks in first. Not you. Okay, now you can go. But your heavy tanks and your super heavies and medium tanks will make quick work of infantry. But I was just showing y'all a quick tactic to use during campaign. I hope that this helps you out, helps you take less losses. When you're not in campaign mode and you're on the world map and you're attacking to get building supplies, whether it's concrete blocks or wood or bricks or whatever it may be, you'll notice if you always hit the converge, show y'all real quick. When you hit converge, all your troops will go there, and then your infantry, if you notice, they'll fortify up, they'll put the bunker up, and they'll attack first. So all the units that you're attacking attack first, and then the rest of your troops just attack. I highly recommend doing this against other people's bases, bunkers. But however, bunkers will usually bring out artillery, and they will just wipe your fortification out. Other infantry, you might take a couple losses. But any kind of tanks, you won't take any losses hardly. But you got to make sure that you work on your infantry. So my infantry is my strongest, just because they take the most damage. So it automatically did that. It attacked first. It draws all the fire. The rest of your units, just wipe them out. So, I hope this helps. I'm going to make some more videos here soon. If you guys have any suggestions or need help with something, don't know how to do something, let me know. I'll make a video showing how you do it. There's a lot to this game. It's very complex. I still don't know everything, of course. I'm learning as I go. They're adding a lot of new stuff. The things I would focus on getting the most is tickets to draw from the chest, ammunition, and supplies. So your three main things you want to get as much as possible, and then resources behind that. If you have those things, you can increase your power quite quickly and be on the top of your team. But that's all I got for today, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. Grave out.